Well, I went to the bathroom, parents, while the kids walked by. So yes, I went to the park. I always go to next to James Workman Middle School down 30th Avenue. So I went there and went to the bathroom like everybody told me to. For whatever power of God could hit the kids when the kids were walking by. So a bunch of parents, a ton of parents were thinking, my queen, I want to know how my kid could maybe become a superhero at school from the power of God. I want to, my queen, I want to see how my kids maybe could get smarter than all types of smart stuff ever known from the power of God. So, sorry. So I used the restroom, but like to the husband that knows, well, yeah, and there's a reason that everybody's gonna die so badly. Did you really think like something small happened when the Bible says no one will have peace ever again? And I'm just the revelation that it's no peace in death, which people just didn't really get. But then again, they thought the seals in Revelations was a good thing to open the seals of the churches. They didn't realize that's a wrath and vengeance or a punishment thing. People are very naive. But I did use the restroom. Just be grateful that if anything ever even looked at me or touched me, all they do is die forever. And it's such a grateful, massive, good day. Just remember that no one will ever live when you know that they would only be the nightmare and the problem and the suffering of the future anyway, and they really shouldn't. And just remember, crimes against God are like punished so sickeningly badly forever that it's just wasn't even worth it for them to ever do anything they had done, which is the best justice you could get in the end. But they're gonna overplay anything they get to do. They're gonna overplay every disgusting moment they get away with. They're gonna overplay and overplay. But really, what's really happening is that I had to win against all my enemies once and for all. So I did all these stupid Rumpelstiltskin things. I had to solve riddles and all kinds of stupid shit. Walk on tight ropes that were almost impossible, but had to barely be possible. Otherwise, you can't require me to do it. I've done all these things at the hands of my enemies to win. And then they did not honor my victory, so I've had to fight with all of them to win. So just remember, whatever you saw them do, I guarantee my enemy's death is all that really happened in all of it. And if you'd like to know what that means, just think or say, my queen. But it's amazing how much you can do to your enemies and make this engine of this car sound pretty fun and amazing. And it's amazing what you can do to your enemies. And crapping them out ain't really a bad deal. So before you think that they're getting away with murder, maybe what they crapped out was the death I wanted up my ass to take a shit in. That husband might be from the past and knows shit was shoved up my ass that belonged to victims and criminals just to make my death sick. But what was coming out of everybody's ass? Because I'm a god, and even though I had to win from nothing, if I had any little power at all, I probably was making sure that those bad people, their fucking death was plopping out of their soul, plopping out of their ass. So I was really taking the shit I don't want to be taking. Remember that. God's always win at this. So no matter how sickening a criminal ever got, there was probably revenge nobody ever wanted to understand the whole time. But that's the cool thing. The cool thing is that you can fart and kill the nations. The children of God might want to think about that one too. So, if you ever think somebody's shoving shit up your ass, and it's a common problem when the United States or Dubai wants to tell you you're special and fixate, it means they have a problem murdering you and more and making sure your brain doesn't remember it and shoving shit up your ass all day and stuff. Just remember that you can work with the gods through my queen, my queen, my queen. And the bigger shit coming out of your ass might be the bigger fun of what the gods are doing in your honor to your enemies. And they can teach you how fun that kind of shit is to take.